other night lavishly told me that I'm all...
It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle, and we just heard it, and that means it's time for football at Lumen Field. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Seattle Seahawks. The kicker, Will Reichard, has the ball on the tee. And off we go from Seattle. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First carry here for Kenneth Walker to third. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. This defense for the Vikings, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they spotted at the 49. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Running left is Walker. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. The Seahawks at 6-5 now on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Rig alert! Rig alert!
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Come on, come on. Ready, right?
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Open man, he's got his tight end, Elijah Arroyo. And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle. Elijah Arroyo, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. Jefferson going to go in motion right. There go play action. Here's McCarthy. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. His first pass attempt of the game, Charles, and the pass rush was right there to hit him. But no fear, he delivered an accurate ball. Nice catch.
And you never want to see your quarterback getting hit. But it also sends a message to the rest of the team when he's able to take that shot and still deliver downfield. Show a little toughness, and the team rallies around him. This could really help them on their drive.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And some good running out of the gates as he takes this up to the 33. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is McCarthy. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's going to be touchdown, but he's got the first down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play. Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
2nd and 10.
Let's go now. Mikey, set the range.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal.
Well, Brandon, obviously no panic in them. They gave up the touchdown. Their defensive side did that. But he's already taken them back downfield. I love this field general that they've got. It's almost like he went to the defensive captain and said, don't worry about it. We've got you. Now we got 1st and goal.
Yeah, we're seeing punch, counter punch, and this could be setting the table for quite the game.
I like that. Let's go ahead and put in the boxing ring, right? You're going to get hit sometimes. You can respond and hit back, and they're trying to do exactly that.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10, so now they can keep grinding out first downs, and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
Addison will go in motion left. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. J.J. McCarthy keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Vikings are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And will wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
At the 43-yard line.
Ready? Rambo 80. 70 range. 70 range. Ready?
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. As it complete to Jackson Smith-Njigba. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 11 yards for number 11.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him. And I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw. When they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations, ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
At the 23-yard line.
From the 23, here's second down and 1.
Here we go. Here we go. Pat to 60. Pat to 60. 60 by 6. 60 by 6.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on fourth down here.
19 Tigers. Get up. Hurt, hurt.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on fourth down. It's Jason Myers. And this one a 41-yard attempt. And he missed it. That was neither far enough. It wasn't even on target. It's no good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
To the air with McCarthy. A quick throw there is incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. That'll bring up second down. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They come into this one down at the 27th position in the league, Charles, against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. In motion goes the tight end. McCarthy operating from the gun. Well, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nicky Manwari. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they were in field goal range last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4.
Cowboy 80. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Let's go.
Back to throw. And his his throw is going to be incomplete.
I spotted man coverage on the outside. I expect we'll see a lot of that from this defense as this game moves on. And that was a good job there as that one was knocked away.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Here we go. Set. 1970 Lions. Crib Lions. 79 Broncos. Street. 18 Rattler. Dragon 60.
Looking to throw. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Seahawks will call on Michael Dixon on 4th down to punt this one away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. It'll be just an 18-yard punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago, their 2nd straight victory.
Well, they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along, and from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively, and this team now has an identity, and they're playing to it and playing well.
Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first. Now McCarthy. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 2nd down. When you talk about this Seahawk defense, and they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Here's McCarthy. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. A dump off for Mason. So nothing doing there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They'll run. This is Jordan Mason. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. Flushed out right. And underneath, he's got Hockenson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Going for it, here's McCarthy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. They go back to the ground with Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Ernest Jones there for the tackle. So from the 26-yard line, here's the 2nd down and 9. They'll go again to Jones. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
From the gun on 3rd down, McCarthy. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, again to Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Aaron Jones with career touchdown number 75. And the Vikings are able to add on to that lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground? Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
3rd and 8.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 79 Broncos. Ready, ready.
He'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A nice throw by the rookie from Alabama. That's a first down.
Let's just call it, as we just saw right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Elijah Arroyo with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Seahawks have cut the lead back down to 2. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside. outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
They're going to try and run, and he's not going to get there. So they come up empty on the 2-point conversion, and they are unable to tie up this football game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Rondale Moore. And he will score. Touchdown, Minnesota. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board. Well, this hasn't really been a first half to remember on either side of the ball, but I think this kind of makes this an important drive. You'd love to get this back to a one-score game if you can. And that's good work there to get some yardage here and pick up the first down.
And managed to break and tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. They'll look to throw. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17.
Here we go. Set. Bronco 80. 18. Pioneer. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Ready.
They'll look to throw here. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Horton. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
But don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Alert, Cowboy 80. Bronco switch. Bronco switch. Check. Panther. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. Myers' kick is good. And that'll move it back within 6 now. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. From the shotgun, McCarthy. This one swung out here to Jones. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's second down. Back to throw. McCarthy completes this to Patterson out left. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles, 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
Sticking with the pass, here's McCarthy. Dancing to his left. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 5. Up the middle, Jones. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. 3rd down from the gun, McCarthy. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. So 3 points left on the table thanks to a great play there on special teams. They just couldn't protect long enough, Charles, to get that kick away.
Yeah, special teams coaches aren't just simply there to applaud, right? And they're not just there to encourage. They're there to find weaknesses where you can go block the kick. Give them big credit for that one. Good scouting, and they executed it well.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They got his man complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks take the block field goal and convert it into 6 points. Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Derek Hall in there that time to get into the turf. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. A final shot before break. McCarthy. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And this one fielded in the end zone. It won't be returned, so it'll come out to the 30. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point, and now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. A gain of 7. First down, Minnesota.
Again, it's Jones. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there on second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second down 6. At the Seahawks 45-yard line.
On play action, McCarthy. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. 2 yards on the pickup there. And we've got a third down and 3. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. They'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
Trying the left side with Walker. Pushing
forward for 3 up to the 48. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3.
Let's get 60 back, Rick. 60 back. Right. Hurt.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. Throwing is McCarthy. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff would be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
Well, certainly going to be a lot tougher adding a touchdown to that lead now since they're facing 2nd and 20+. Big-time sack to start the drive and put the opponent way back. Let's see what kind of play call they come up with here.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Rocco 80. Rattler. 18 Rattler.
He'll look to throw. This goes to the tight end, Eric Saubert.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. In that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Flush to his right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing in the colleges delivered to the NFL.
Panther 11. Panther 11.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. The throw right side here going to be incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
But you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Cowboy 80. 18, 5 there.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Jonathan Grenard able to record his 5th sack of the season.
On for the field goal. A 52-yard attempt.
And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright. And this is going to remain a 1-point game. So it's a letdown there. They get the ball in tremendous position following the turnover, but they come away empty-handed.
Oh, man, you hate to waste field position like that. Your defense did you the favor of getting you the ball on this side of the 50. But neither the offense nor the kicking team could capitalize.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at their 49-yard line.
Let's go. 19, come 19, come 19. Hey, fast, Bronco. 19, Lion.
To the air with McCarthy. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Looking to throw McCarthy. Short throw caught by the tight end Oliver. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first.
Ready up.
First down, Vikings.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Let's go now. 60 deep, go.
And inside give to Jones. Devin Witherspoon takes him down defensively.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at him, and boy, was it right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
2nd down, another shot for Jones. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. 2 yards on the 1st down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 90 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Here we go. Hey, check that, street.
Here's a give to Jones running left. And this time they were waiting for him, as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
18 Cardinal.
Now McCarthy. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now in Seattle, Washington. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This for a 4th quarter lead. And his kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So a good kick that time, and that might help to get the negative thoughts out of the mind from that earlier block.
Especially since this was not a chippy, so he had to get that one out kind of low. But his line does a nice job of protecting. He's able to convert for 3.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And, boy, here's a sight you don't want to see. Ken Walker injured on that last play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Get it? Panther Street, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, 79 Broncos. Ready, right?
Here's a 2nd and 7. Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
60 Eagles, 60.
Looking to throw. That is caught. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 26. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A gear for Walker running right. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 64 yards rushing for him now to this point.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Check smash, check smash. Mustang 19. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
2nd down and inches. On the slant, here's Smith and Jigba. And he is in for a Seattle touchdown. Jackson Smith and Jigba, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Now Myers for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in the tight one. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 34-yard line.
There go play action. Here's McCarthy. Escaping the pressure line. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all they needed. First down.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. He's got Mason complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. Here's McCarthy. A double off for Mason. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with second and a couple. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And it'll leave them with third and a full yard to go. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Throwing again, McCarthy. A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Coverage is awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. A new lease on life after the fourth down conversion. Here's first and 10. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. He finds his man complete. That's Mason. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
McCarthy operating from the gun.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Third down from the gun, McCarthy. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Justin Jefferson, 27 yards. And the Vikings answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. McCarthy going to look to throw for it. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they up their lead to 3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 in the first. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Another try, second and 10 now.
60 Maverick. 60
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down on the 37. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 30.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Throwing is McCarthy. And that's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Going for it. Here's McCarthy. That pass complete to Moore. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs. This is 1st and 10.
Go! Cougar 19.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now 2nd down and a few inches. Back to throw. We'll get that to Charbonnet. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the 1st down. Got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have as well as they understand where they are in the field?
70, Hawk 70.
They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Jonathan Bernard in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Well, they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Captain 11, Captain 11.
Back to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 39.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
19 Cardinal, 18
And that's
Cardinal.
good for us Seahawks. First and 10.
Out of the gun, Wonder with it.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. He's back to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And that will be incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
This one, an absolute must. It's 4th and 4. Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Horton. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Got a man on the right sideline. That's Horton. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now 1st and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. The extra point now coming from Myers. And that will make this a 4-point game.
The score is Seahawks 36, Vikings 32.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. To the air with McCarthy. Completes this to Jefferson. And he's going to pick up a first down here as that clock continues to run. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Now McCarthy. He's got the connection to Moore. And the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's 1st down. Looking to throw McCarthy. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. One final shot. They'll look to throw. That's down the field for Jefferson. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So for the Seahawks, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
SB Nation.
Yeah, I'm up now. Here's an update. I'm a real snob. I need a parfait. I need to meditate with the bunny on my steak. I'm finna give it a good shot on my cache. She want the Mew Mew. She want the Eastside. How much it costed? Like an Andre. I spent a band on a band-aid. Thinking I miss, baby, is a mistake. I got 12 months, but I need an extra one. You wouldn't know a rep if you're next to one. It's young, I mean it, baby. I ain't like the rest of them. She a fanatic for that dun. Yeah, new house in the hills. Fine, waiting for me down in Brazil. 5, had to go on for the kill. It's 5 + 8. You know the deal. It's a skinny leg legend. Oregonian, it's hard to meet a Fevin. I might grow me a gut like my dad. My folks want grandkids really bad. So baby, do you wanna be a mini baby mama? Yeah, our kids could be East African, or they could be an accident. How you rap like that's what they asking him? I was poor and I'm black, so I'm taxing them. Just a couple reparations that I factor in. We saw the other Ethiopians, yeah, but I'm on right now. I wanna start and get down. A lot of rain in my life I found, so please shut the pipe down. I need that.
As an immigrant, came into this country, adapting it every day, the language barrier, the culture barrier, everything, but you have to face it. I've been working my butt off, you know?
I was named after my grandfather, so I can't put shame to the name I'm proud of. If they it up correct, don't treat your family with honor. I don't care if it's easy for the barista, I promise. Yeah, me and my dad on the beach, he passed it to my sis while our toes touch the sea. I hope you hatin' get to do the same thing. Success don't suck, what sucks is wondering. 730 days and 32 new grades. That album got me stressed, I tune it like T-Pain. Yeah, I got the keys and these got keychains. They keep taking shots, but they missing, they need aim. Caught the signal like Bruce Wayne. Never had it all, but I built it from loose change. Life is like a white tee, baby, it gets stained. But you better bundle up, cause it's a cold game.